Well, special night. Chuck's last sportscast for us, and we're going to miss him. It's kind of sad, but before we go on to the festivities, and we have some planned for you, some surprises.
You need to go to work.
You got to pay the piper. You've got to do your last sportscast.
You got to do your show.
Well, let's do it then. Let's get on with it. Georgia football team still without a defensive coordinator. Preparations continuing for the Independence Bowl. Another candidate, Vic Koenig, formerly with Kansas State, said he talked with Georgia, but he took a similar position today with Illinois. Meanwhile, the Dogs defense going to have its work cut out for it on the 28th in Shreveport as Texas A&M comes in with the nation's 11th ranked offense. But the Dogs defense accepting the challenge, even short 3 coaches on defense.
We got to prepare for this, just like if Coach Martinez were here. We got a lot to uphold as far as our respect and as far as what we worked on this whole entire season. I feel like they're still a part of us and they still represent us even though they're gone.
And the Falcons continuing their preparations today for the Jets on Sunday, and they're expecting snow up there. Imagine that. It's still not clear if or how much quarterback Matt Ryan or running back Michael Turner will play. Both are coming back from injuries. Turner's a painful high ankle sprain.
I mean, it's very difficult. You know, you want to be out there helping your teammates win and help them pull off a win. But, you know, football's, you know, injuries happen, you know, and you just got to deal with it.
And the Atlanta Hawks taking on Utah tonight, looking for their 6th straight win. Tonight would be a great night to get it.
Good job.
Well,
Good job.
Thank you.
A little early for you, but
it is.
Well, as we say, a sad night, but for 24 years, Chuck has been covering sports for Channel 2, everything from heavyweight fights, a World Series, even a Super Bowl.
Done that too.
But, you know, maybe others in the future. Tonight, we're making Chuck the story, though, with a look back at a career that's simply unmatched in Atlanta broadcasting.
I'm Chuck Dowdle on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, where tomorrow night Evander Holyfield takes another step on the road to a heavyweight championship showdown with Mike Tyson. We'll have a live report.
He's covered Super Bowls, World Series, the biggest races. He's taken on batters, drivers, and some, well, he'd rather not talk about.
Channel 2 Sports Director Chuck Dowdle has been a fixture of WSB and Georgia sports for more than 2 decades.
I have so many great memories of my years in Atlanta with Chuck, and I always thought that Chuck was one of the most genuine. He was a fair person in his reporting.
He played basketball at the University of Georgia. He played baseball at Georgia State. He's rubbed elbows with some of the biggest names in sports.
He's the Mr. Rogers of the media world in this town. Probably, if not the nicest guy you're going to run into, certainly one of the nicest guys you're going to run into. I don't know of anybody, and I would be surprised if I heard from anybody that would tell you they were uncomfortable talking to Chuck.
He's worked in Miami, hosted numerous coaches shows here in Atlanta, and has been king of Atlanta TV sports at Channel 2 for nearly 25 years.
He's the only guy I know at over 6'5" who plays below the rim. But you know, Chuck has been a great icon around here. He's been a great friend to a lot of people. He's been a great sportscaster and analyst of the game.
He's a devoted father committed to causes for kids, braving the cold year after year, hosting the Children's Christmas Parade. He's been a 20-year board member of the Starlight Children's Foundation, helping brighten the lives of seriously ill Georgia kids. And he anchored High Q for years, where local high school students became educational champs.
He's obviously been a wonderful friend to the Atlanta Falcons for many years. He's been a great friend to Atlanta for many years, committed himself in the community in a variety of ways, and I've always, looked forward to the opportunity to spend time with him because I always felt like it was going to be done very professionally and thoughtfully, and I have always enjoyed those kinds of conversations with him.
Chuck's been voted the most popular sportscaster by the Miami Herald, has received the Furman Bisher Award for Sports Media Excellence, recognized by the Braves, who retired a jersey in his honor.
But to us, he's just Chuck. The tall figure who gets the first glance when he enters the newsroom. The man with a permanent smile on his face. The friend who's always quick with a story and a witty joke.
He was attracted to sports to be surrounded by winners. And in 1985, he took his winning ways to Channel 2 and joined the #1 news team in his hometown.
Chuck Dowdle is the original hail fellow well met. He is the most up person I know. He is unfailingly positive. I've never known him to say a discouraging word.
So now we are at the 2-minute warning. And
and Chuck's got the ball for one final shot.
Chuck has been such an important part of our lives and our careers and our jobs here that it's really hard to imagine him not being here.
Wow. It's interesting to watch yourself age 30 years in about 2 minutes. Let me just say this. To all of you, it has been an absolute privilege to be allowed into your homes over the last 2.5 decades, and I can never thank you enough. I mean that genuinely, for what you've afforded me, the opportunity to share part of the sports life here in Atlanta with you over these last 2.5 decades. For these people that are seated at this desk, as wonderful as you think they are, I'm here to tell you, you have no idea. And as professional as they are beyond that when it comes to terms of friendship. And I think you got a little sense of that on that tape, but we are all very, very close friends. These are people that I love and admire greatly, and that will be the hardest part of walking away from this desk. It won't be the job so much as it will be leaving people like John, Monica, and Glenn, and I mean that sincerely.
Well, we hope you'll be showing up every now and then.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be around. I'm going to come by, and I'm going to be sitting at home taking notes, too, and calling you up and let you know.
Well, we've got something really special for you. It is a cake like no other, made by Maddie Cakes. Look at that cake. It's as tall as you are.
That is a cake. How about that? Well, I love that. In fact, I'll start on that, and I'll be through with that by about 11 o'clock tonight.
We
Thank
wish
you very much.
nothing
I appreciate
but
it. Well, you know I love you all.
and good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
I love you all.
I'm sorry for all of the days we had severe weather when Chuck and his staff prepared all day and got here to the sports segment, and then we had a severe thunderstorm, and then sorry.
We get bumped out. Well, I do want to tell you one thing I will not miss, and that's that gator tie of yours.
Oh, come on.
I'm not going to miss that at all.
He's not going to miss
I'm not giving that up.
Chuck, much luck. All the best, buddy.
Thanks, John. Great. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll be back taking a look at your wake-up weather. That's coming up shortly.
And we've obtained a sketch of the man who police say raped a teenage girl at a Metro Park. We just talked to detectives, and we'll have new information about the attack tonight on the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat at 11.
And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones responds to Chuck's final newscast, finishing up after a mostly down day, almost 21 points up. NASDAQ up as well, almost 32.
You can retire now, Chuck.
WSBTV.com on your phone. Check the day's top stories and your local forecast. And for you iPhone users, now there's an app for that. WSBTV.com. Coverage you can count on the go.
Thank you for counting on Channel 2 Action News. Stay tuned now for World News with Charlie Gibson's last broadcast.
That's right. We'll see you next time news breaks again tonight on the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat at 11.
And remember, we're always on at WSBTV.com. Have a good evening.
They expect you to apologize for the victory.
Now, if you're going to be seeking autographs at the ballpark,
That could have really hurt me.
Obviously, key game for them.
Has to come back here to Three Rivers Stadium. Coming up in sports, a live report.
okay, that was a draw. All right, so will not be used during spring practice. Let's try to get away with as much as we possibly can.
Any sports that need helmets, I don't want to be in.
In Severe Weather Center 2, we use the most powerful weather technology.
Early warning Doppler 2 network.
With multiple radar locations, we can warn you earlier.
Channel 2 Action News. Severe weather coverage you can count on.